Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Alex Fine, the husband of Cassie Ventura, was present in court on yesterday, and he will be present in court in just a few minutes today as she continues to testify in Diddy's federal trafficking trial. Alex, who doubles as a celebrity fitness guru and former college gridiron athlete, was spotted in the spectator section steadying Cassie as she gave pivotal testimony in this much-watched affair. Diddy's lawyers had previously attempted to have him ousted from the proceedings, but were unsuccessful. The adjudicator dictated that Alex vacate only when the specific incident is discussed, but could otherwise stay close to his partner. Cassie, who tied the knot with Alex in 2019, has earlier leveled claims of physical and emotional mistreatment by Diddy, depicting alarming events at gatherings dubbed freak-offs. Now check this out, family. This is why I don't trust mainstream media. In a number of publications, they talk about Cassie and Alex's relationship. They talk about how they met while having training workouts. No mention whatsoever that Alex used to be Diddy's trainer and that Cassie stepped out on Diddy to hook up with Alex. Alex appeared to be traumatized on yesterday when he stared Diddy down. Judge said, all rise. They say he stared Diddy down. They stared each other down, really. Like, what's up? What you want to do? What's up then? Well, let's take it to the back. Yeah. So, here's the deal. This guy has had plenty of opportunities to see Diddy. First and foremost, what I don't understand is he was Diddy's trainer. By Cassie's own admission, they've had literally hundreds of freak-offs. You know that personal trainer had to know what was going on. All of that testimony that she gave on yesterday, you know he was privy to at least most of it. She had to set him up and let him know that it was coming because that's her husband, that's the father of her children. She got 2 already, got 1 on the way. So, you know, they talk about a lot of stuff, and I'm sure she prepped him for what was to come. But I'm not so certain that she had to prep him because if I were to take a wild guess, I think dude might have been in on some of that. That's right, I said it. It's just hard to believe that he wasn't. Maybe that was the attraction. Kind of like when Kanye saw Kim sucking up Ray J and he married her. It happens. I do believe that this guy knew who Cassie was all along, and perhaps that was his attraction. That's why he wanted her. He saw how she got down. Yeah. So if anybody should be upset, if anybody should be mad, seem like to be between those two, it should be Diddy. Because he's the one who betrayed a trusted friend, a so-called trusted friend. He's the one who betrayed Diddy. It wasn't the other way around. Diddy didn't step out with his wife or with his longtime girlfriend. He stepped out with Diddy's longtime girlfriend while he was currently employed by Diddy. That's low, man. So I'm gonna tell you something that I think is very dangerous. I think it takes a weak man to mess around with his partner's woman. This is why they tell you, don't mix business with pleasure. See, I don't do that. I don't do that. Now, if I'm already in a relationship with a woman, that's different, and we start a business, that's different. But I'm not gonna have a business and have an employee and then start messing with my employee. I don't rock like that. It causes too many problems. I've actually had this mentality for a long time. Even when I was even in my 20s and I had an office in the Galleria. I had a really nice office in the Galleria in Houston. And I hired this really nice looking girl, had some eye candy, put up in the front, let people see when they pass by, I'm doing my thing like that. But I knew she was eye candy, but just for looks. I knew it was for them, not necessarily me. I'm cool. And I proved myself to be right by having that type of discipline to not mess around with somebody who I work with, who worked for me, because that's how you can get yourself in jams. Because she proved to be a lousy employee. And I had to fire her, but if I had slept with her, she could have made my life very difficult. Because now you're talking about dealing with emotions and stuff. Same thing with dealing with another man's woman who you do business with. See, I don't care how fine she is. I'm not letting no woman come before my money. I'm not letting no woman come between my money. Let me put it like this. I'm not letting a woman come between my money. Because it's too many women out there for me to be focused on my homeboy or my partner's woman, Yeah, you all in somebody's face every day. You're laughing with them. You're kicking it with them. Probably eating at their house. Hanging out. Looking them in the face, shaking their hands, skinning and grinning, all the while messing with this man, woman. I don't rock like that. See, that's how people get hurt. And I'm not saying that people should resort to hurting somebody just because they stepped out on them. Well, I ain't gonna say just because, that's a big deal, but because they stepped out on them, no, man, I'm gonna pull an easy E on her, throw her in the gutter and go get another, But anyway, fam, this guy, I think if it was to go down between him and Diddy, he would light Diddy up. But then again, I don't know. They say Diddy got hands. Yeah. Who said that? I think Gene. Gene said Diddy got hands. So, might not be so easy running up on Diddy. This guy, Alex Fine, stepped into a relationship, a full-blown relationship. I mean, this is full-blown when you got kids and all of that, with a woman that he knew was involved in these freak-offs where multiple guys, all kinds of guys is running through her. And he decided that's the one that he was going to procreate with. He goes into that courtroom and I'm reading comments and people are like feeling sorry for this guy. Oh, that's so sad. That must be very difficult for him to listen to his wife recount those bad things that happened to her. Let me tell you something, family. Alex Fine is no more innocent than Cassie Ventura or Sean Combs. That's right, I said it. He's no more innocent. First and foremost, he crossed the line that he wasn't supposed to cross. So once you do that, you get what you get. He's not shocked about those allegations. He's fully aware of those allegations. Alex might have to take the stand and tell what he knows about those freak-offs, because the defense is planning on calling him to the witness stand. We'll see how that go. No more talk.